Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this rainy day. Oh, mate, it's pouring down. So today we've got reading the red, Matthew chapter 13, and it's verse 50. So Jesus is looking to impact this crowd of people with serious truth. And he has been pressing the point. And we might be mistaken to think that he's doing this because he doesn't like the people, because he doesn't want them to embrace what God has got for them. But actually, it's the very opposite. Jesus is wanting them to really take notice. And sometimes in life we have to really press in sometimes in order to be able to get people to come to their senses. And here Jesus is doing that in these parables that he's been given to us. But in verse 50, we're coming to this climax where it says, "And will throw them into the furnace of fire. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." So those who are collected by the angels, who are separated, those, as it were, who have been amongst God's people, who have not really represented God. They've been imposters because they've been tares. They're going to be separated and they're going to be thrown into the furnace. And that's what you do with rubbish, things that are no good anymore, things that are no good for the purpose in which they were created. John tells us that we are, as it were, by God, chosen to be forgiven. But that means that we need to respond. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believed in him would not perish, but have everlasting life. And the revelation of perish is no longer fit for purpose, no longer useful to be used by anyone except to be thrown away. And that sense of not being useful anymore is where these people have come to in their lives, because they've not embraced the opportunity to reconnect to God, not embraced the opportunity to grow in their understanding of God, not embraced the opportunity of God's consistent forgiveness and mercy. No, they've hardened their hearts to every gift God has offered them, because they're now come to that point where they've perished. They're no longer fit for purpose. And there's nowhere else left for them to go. They can't be with God, and therefore they have to be separated from God. And that's a really painful thing if you take it on board. And I think Jesus is wanting to impress these people here, because he's saying to them, look, this is what's going to happen, and we don't want it to happen to you. It's going to happen, but you don't have to go there. There's an opportunity here for you to take hold of something fresh and new and rich and purposeful. God wants to recover you. He wants to bring you back into a place where you are useful, where he can restore you, where you can know joy and peace and laughter and fun and all the good things that are there in life to be enjoyed, so that you can share the goodness of God with others, so that you can grow in your nature with God. All these precious things that God has got for us, but we have to respond. And Jesus is pressing home his point, because he's saying that there will be thrown aside into the furnace, this eternal sense of suffering, forever suffering in eternity apart from God. Brothers and sisters, Jesus is serious about his warning to the world. He's serious about his warning to his disciples. And he's serious about his warning to you and me. He doesn't want us to go there. He wants us to come to heaven with God. Have a great day. Be blessed. And I'll see you tomorrow.